all I have to say is damn. Wow. All right, let's see if I can get my thoughts together here. One Punch Man, episode 11, Zen Uchu no Hasa, which translates to the Dominator of the Universe. 2 episodes left here in season 1 or series 1 or whatever of One Punch Man, and so much packed in this episode. So much shit going on. I was told when I first started the One Punch Man journey that it was going to build up and build up and build up, and that the finale, the last 3 episodes, were crazy. And that's extremely accurate. Wow. Okay, so the episode opens up where we left off before with the alien invasion. Saitama was fucking shit up inside of the alien ship, and we see this guy, this blue squid guy, who seems to be like he seems to be in command of the ship. Well, what happens is we are introduced to who I believe is the final villain. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the final villain of this arc or of this series or of this season, of the series so far, and his name is Boros. He's this big Cyclops guy who has hair like Broly and has this armor like a fucking Ronin warrior. So he's going in there, and he's, they're talking about Saitama just destroying shit inside the ship, and Boros orders the squid guy and his other 2, to go hook up with his other 2 lieutenants and to go take out Saitama. The art is pretty damn amazing in this, and this guy Boros is so damn over the top, it's not even funny. So, meanwhile, there's a bunch of other fights going on from the previous episode, which I'm going to get to here, but they show, we see some of the other heroes, listening to the broadcast or watching it on TV that, this alien invasion is getting bad, and we have to send the S-class and the A-class and all that. It's getting out of control. So then we see Puri, and he's ripped to shreds. He looks like freaking Ichigo, and he's fighting Mel Zargard. And this fight is just ridiculous. He thinks he had him beat, but then he keeps regenerating. In the meantime, Metal Bat is there, and he's fighting another head of Mel Zargard, and the head grows bat ears. So I guess the pun they were going for is that, it's Metal Bat, like a baseball bat, versus a bat animal. I don't know. It's wacky. So we cut back to inside the ship, and Saitama tries to open a door. There's a funny scene. He tries to open it, but he ends up pulling too hard and breaks the entire door, rips down the wall. Back down on Earth or whatever, away from the ship, Atomic Samurai, Puri, and Bang are all together, and they're fighting Mel Zargard. And they find out that these direct hits have no effect on them. It's just not going to work. And they want to retreat, but they keep fighting. Because it's the only thing they know how to do. It's the only thing that we know is to keep fighting. Amazing action sequences here. The animation was fast. It was crisp. I was even trying to pause it and look for some wonky in-between animation. And it was there, but not anywhere close. In-between animation for One Punch Man is extremely high quality. Just extremely high quality. So Mel Zargard just can't be stopped, and he's talking to the squid guy. And he's like, "I need help," and the squid guy's name is Garyuganshoop or whatever, but he's too busy, concerned with Saitama. So what happens is he goes on the intercom, and he's warning Saitama to listen to him or he'll die. But Saitama's on the ship and he's lost, and he's like, "I need help getting out." And then the squid guy's like, "Oh well, take a right." But then Saitama laughs and he's like, "Okay, then I'll take a left." Which, was pretty damn awesome. And Saitama eventually runs into the squid guy who, shows off what I suppose is his final form, which is pretty damn scary. It's he's gigantic, and he's kind of rainbow colored, trippy, really fucking trippy. So, what happens is they show this weird pink guy with blue polka dots and eyes on his antennas, and he's where, what's going on? Where is he? Squid guy starts to fight with Saitama, and he has very powerful telekinetic powers. He can create black holes. He uses a technique called the super telekinetic wave or something like that on Saitama. Saitama, of course, it doesn't affect him. The whole ground around him is shaking. Then what he does, he takes these stones, these pebbles, and he lifts them up with his telekinetic powers around him, in a whirlwind. Then he fires them all at Saitama. He calls it the telekinetic shower of rubble, and he thinks he got him. He's like, "Yatta!" All these guys do. I think they got him beat, But Saitama says, you're not doing anything. You're wasting this. And then God damn, this is awesome. Saitama throws one pebble at the squid guy, splits his whole head in half. He's dead. Amazing. Just amazing. So Saitama's like, okay, where's the boss? Where's the boss? So he goes on looking for the boss. By the way, all of this is so incredibly animated. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, I'm having trouble, because I praise the animation in every review that I do for One Punch Man, but I just can't put over that it's just it's so good. It's so good. I cannot wait for a second season if it's greenlit. There's been rumors that it's going to be coming out later this year, but nothing has been confirmed, guys, so don't believe the fake rumors. I know one website published an article saying that it was confirmed. It's not confirmed, okay? I would have known about it by now. Unless something happened that I missed. Maybe I did miss it. Who knows? So anyways, then they go back to the fight with Melzalgard, and the heroes are fighting the heads. You know, it's literally like a damn old Final Fantasy game or a JRPG where you have to find the weak spot or whatever. They discover that the weak spot of these of Melzalgar is like these marbles, right? They're like in his eye or whatever. And then what happens is the ship that's above them, where Saitama's at, the ship is about to fire these missiles or these bombs or whatever, and they're about to get blasted. But then Tatsu Maki shows up and uses her telekinetic powers to stop all the gigantic green bullets. At this point, I'm marking out. I've been waiting to see Tatsumaki in action. I knew she was going to be like a psychic bitch, but man, she's fucking awesome, dude. And it's just the way her hair is, the way she's designed, obviously the animation, the art style. She turns the bullets the other direction and fires them back up to the alien ship, and the ship starts to crumble. It starts to fall apart. Amazing. So then we see another incredible action piece. The action sequences and action pieces here are beyond anything. With the fight against Melzalgard, they take his marble eyes and destroy them. You know, bang, the whole crew. Atomic Samurai goes face to face with the last head, and that's kind of the last we see of it. I suppose it'll be finished in the next episode. Then we get to the big finale of this episode. Saitama goes face to face with Boros, the boss. Saitama finds Lord Boros, and Lord Boros says Saitama is Earth's strongest warrior with limitless energy, and that he wants to exchange names before they do anything, which I love. He treats him with respect, of course. He reveals that, this is what we know about Lord Boros. He reveals that he reveals that he's the leader of dark matter, right? And that he's the dominator of the universe. Saitama says that he's, of course, a professional hero. Boros talks about this prophecy. We find out that Boros traveled the universe 20 years ago, but was way too powerful, tormenting people, couldn't find a challenge. But one day a seer told him on a faraway planet that there's a being who's his match and can rekindle his urge to fight. Boros is convinced it's Saitama. So Saitama then just hauls off and just punches Boros in the face and pretty much is like, are you stupid? And he tells him, he's like, you can't attack other planets just to liven up your boring life. That doesn't work for me. So then what happens is they have this crazy sequence where Boros goes into like a wall and his armor that's in front of him starts to crack. And apparently that's where his real power is. And he talks about how, yeah, my true power is coming out, which is inside of it. His true form is emerging. Very Perfect Cell-ish, the way that, like, the flashing is going. Like when Cell became Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball Z in the anime, it was kind of like this. So Saitama just looks at him and goes, okay, which is where the meme came from. So I have not read the manga, so I'm unfamiliar with what actually happens. So, and where that came from, but now I know. So Saitama says, okay, and then the Boros powers up, lunges at Saitama, and that's the cliffhanger. I can't wait. I cannot wait. When I get done doing this review, I may just go ahead and hop on right now and watch One Punch Man episode 12, or I might save it for next week. Either way, the 2-in-1 reviews are done for the finale. This is just going to be one review. Fantastic episode. I love how the whole series, introduces characters, and then the last 3 episodes, all hell breaks loose, and it's one, like, continuing multi-part episode. Amazing. Just still... It's getting better and better. I'm actually hyped for this Boros fight. They've built this up so well. I'm hyped. Let me know your thoughts below about One Punch Man. I know episode 12 is crazy. I can't wait to see it, and I will see it. I'll catch y'all then on the next review for One Punch Man.